A few months ago, I was watching one of the course modules by Charlie Morgan, his program. I got access to it because of a mutual. It was a nice program, a nice course. I only got access to the course itself. But a lot of times Charlie Morgan talks about burnout in his program, not only in this program but all as well in his YouTube videos, talking about his experience, how many times he got burned out while building the program, building the business and such. And I thought to myself, burnout. Jesus, how much do you have to work and push from yourself to reach like a burnout stage? I think he even got, if I remember correctly, he got internalized. Is this the right word? I'm not sure. He got he needed to sleep in a hospital because he was like fucking dying because of burnout. And yeah, I mean, I was thinking to myself, yeah, that you need to work a lot and really suffer a lot to reach that point. And I thought, I don't think I'll ever reach that point because I know how to control myself, and I know how to separate work from personal life, and I know how to relax. Well, plot twist, let me tell you guys something without wasting too much time on the storytelling. About 4 or 5 days ago, I'm actually, some of you guys might not know this, but I'm actually in Moldova. I came to visit my dad. It's his house, it's still building such. I came to visit him. And he actually told me, hey Daniel, we are going to make some blood analysis. Do you want to get one as well? And so, yeah, okay, yeah, why not? So I did my blood analysis, everything was fine. And then they went to another doctor to make like some type of x-ray. I was actually meant to do a prostate test. Is that, I don't know if prostate, yeah, it doesn't matter. I was meant to do it. I didn't do it because I'm too young for that. But he was still analyzing my body with like an x-ray thing. And when he reached my thyroid, he saw some changes that's not supposed to happen at my age. And what they found was like two little alterations, two little cysts in this side of my thyroid. And then he was a bit worried, and he asked me, well, what do you do? What is your lifestyle? And I told him, I'm trying to build a business, and I get quite stressed by it, Sometimes things go my way, sometimes it doesn't. It's normal. But then he told me, well, it's better for you to go to a endocrinologist. And so I went to one. By the way, I'm sorry if my English is kind of like, especially when it comes to these terms, medical terms. I'm trying my best, okay? I went to that doctor who specializes in this thing. I did another blood test specifically to understand what exactly is going on. And alongside with the x-ray papers, we went to yet another doctor, which is actually a brother from my dad, my uncle, I guess. And he was analyzing and saying, like, it's not normal for someone your age to have these changes in your thyroid. And so after that I did a little digging using ChatGPT as well, which is actually pretty interesting how we can analyze papers and such. And so I'm telling you guys all of this because I have some alterations in my thyroid because of how stressed I've been. Even if you go to my Instagram and you go to my results page, by the way, Instagram is on the description. Like, if you go to my results page, I say how, like, in one of the stories, I say how stressed I've been lately. But it's okay because I'm building something that fulfills me, which is true. But I did a little digging, and turns out that these thyroid changes, they originate from stress, and from me being worried so much. And then I gotta tell you guys that yes, I've been very stressed. It's a bit personal, but I mean, even on my personal life, when I'm with my girl, with friends, I cannot fully enjoy myself, or even with my dad that I like visit once a year, sometimes not even that. I cannot fully relax, because my mind is always on work mode. I'm always thinking about clients, I'm thinking about content, I'm thinking about content creation, my personal brand, I'm thinking about like everything, my plans and such. And so I cannot fully relax because my mind is always turned on when it comes to business. I did a little bit more of digging, and turns out it's one of the first stages of burnout. This is why I've talked about Charlie Morgan. I was like, well, no, come on, I'm smarter than that. I can remove myself from the business mindset. I can relax, right? Yeah. The thing is that when you are going through these phases, you cannot fully understand the stage where you are at the moment. And so, well, I guess I'm in one of those stages. I'm doing better now because I've become more lucid. Hopefully you guys can hear me. There's a bit of wind. I've become a bit more lucid about my current situation, and so, you know, I'm being even more mindful than I was before. Actually, before I thought I was being mindful, but not really. And so right now, if you guys care about, I'm doing fine. I'm doing a little bit better. To cure these types of things, which, by the way, it can get even worse and cause hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's. Sorry for butchering those medical terms. And it can reach a point where it's irreversible. And so I'm lucky that I got the, you know, that my dad asked me, do you want to do this analysis, blood analysis? And I accepted it, thankfully. So yeah, the main message that I want to give you guys with this short video is, please, for the love of fucking God, like, reject the hustle culture and the 12-hour work days and the grind mode and all of that fucking bullshit sigma. Like, it's fucking bullshit. I do understand that sometimes as business owners, especially when we kind of have this urgency to create something, it kicks in. I do understand that, but it's not worth it for you to sacrifice your life, your health, I guess, at this stage, to make more money or to achieve success faster. It's not worth it. Okay. Again, I do understand the phases and the seasons of growth and such, and sometimes, yes, of course, we need to disconnect ourselves from our friends, from family, like, to build something that really means a lot to us. But it's not for long. Maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. Reject going out with friends, reject going to smoke or going out to drink. Sure, you can have those, it's part of life, especially when you are a young guy or even a young girl, it doesn't matter. And I do understand that, but at the same time, balance actually needs to exist. It needs to exist. Now, is it like very, very bad? Of course not. But I'm just saying that it's not worth it for you to sacrifice your health. So yeah, that's it. That's the main goal. Learn how to relax, but push yourself when you are working. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.